You hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I think I got it. Y'all can hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? All right. I was having mic problem there for a while. Just hold 1 sec. Let me get it back on. Then changed out my little mic system and it didn't want to act up on me. How everybody doing? Let me get this mic on and then I'll be ready. All right. Let me come on. All right. I'm back on. Y'all hear me? I think y'all got me now. Okay. Yeah, mic check. 1, 2. Okay. I see we coming on in the room. We have 34 people in the room. I haven't gotten Phoenix yet. If y'all can catch her, you can catch Phoenix when I'm talking about a review. I read a lot of y'all comments. One of the comments basically was more, if y'all could see some of the stuff that I got message on. Some of the stuff was like be a little bit more clearer on what I was talking about when I said about foundational. Okay, if someone misunderstood what I was saying, when I'm talking about foundational over here, I'm actually talking about, okay, we got a train coming, y'all. So y'all know where we at. We sitting on the railroad track. Let's let this train go on through. There we go. Y'all hear that train, huh? Okay. While we waiting on them to come in the room, we got 46 people in the room. Y'all know the game of how we start. Lost a few minutes, so I owe y'all a few minutes because I was up here fiddling around with the mics and the sound. All right. So we like 7 minutes into the show, so I owe you 7 minutes on the tail end, okay? All right. I would like to say to y'all, Ishmael is not going to be with us tonight. He's on his 36th wedding anniversary dinner. So can y'all send some congratulations out to Ishmael while we getting started? Ish got 36 years. That is dynamite. So y'all, let's send that to him. He'll get it when he tomorrow sometime when he get back. But he's enjoying his family tonight. So let y'all put on that for Ish. Send him some love. Okay, we got 30. Oops, just jumped 42 in the room. I hope y'all checking in and hitting the like button. I noticed a lot of stuff that we are doing while we are waiting on it to hit 50. A lot of stuff that we're doing. YouTube is loving it, and AI too. So our summary was, the summary give me what y'all like so we know what to talk about, to pick up on some of those things. The summary said we have a strong educational and historical program. Isn't that wonderful? Let's send ourselves some hearts and loves for that because we got that back off of the comment summary. It says that we have positive feedback, and it said you all like the new studio setup and the background. Thank you all for all of that. They monitors everything now, so they see what we're doing. And while I'm talking, y'all, that's the train. If I stumble out the building, I'm on the train track. And the other thing that I saw that they put in there is you all wanted to talk a little more about foundational and ancestral classification, okay? And then it also added in about particular applications of rights and land titles. All right? That's what we got back from them. On the summary on the last show, We had 47 in the room. Hit the like button. Oh, she said it's 50 in the room. Well, if it's 50 in the room, if y'all, 2 more of y'all hit that like button, we can start talking. Okay, 51 showing in the room. Tonight, I want to start off doing a couple of things. Based on what we talked on, I am going tonight bring someone on until Phoenix come, but tonight, Gator, is your night. Boy, y'all worked last time trying to deal with those people. Gator, I want you to come on. So I'm going to drop that link in the box because also it said y'all like being interactive with the channel. If y'all like being interactive with this channel, and if they was correct, send some love, please, and some 100s. You never know who I'm gonna bring to the stage. I just dropped the link in there, and we're gonna be waiting on Gator. Gator, did you get it? She said, fire. All right. Nikki said, fire, Gator. She wants you to get on here and do it. What I want us to do tonight when I say review and why I'm going through randomly, I want to hear you all. You know, it's good to just be talking, but I want to hear what you all have to say. I'm not going to bring all the wrenches on at the same time. Sun Spirit, you can come on too. Go up there, hit them links, you and Gator, and come on. Y'all been around forever. Now, while we are waiting on them to join me on stage, what we're going to talk about tonight is a couple of things. One is that I'm not starting a battle with Foundational Black because I'm foundational and I'm classified Black by America. Y'all with where I'm at? To me, Black is not a race. Black is a classification. As y'all come on, put on what states you're coming from because I have Oklahoma be sending me messages, asking stuff. If they on here tonight, I want to know you're here. Now, I had questions from Oklahoma people with the land patent, and that's why I say a foundational review. I'm not picking with no one in, hello, Nevada. I'm not picking with any tribe in Oklahoma. I'm just being factual, okay? What I'm saying is if you have land patents, you have a piece of the foundation. Well, how you doing, Gator? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. Hold on, I gotta
all right.
take it off my TV.
All right. I see Central Florida. I see Richmond, Virginia. Okay, we're gonna get there. I'm trying to make sure it's not me giving a feedback. I heard a feedback. Okay, say something now.
I'm here.
Okay, you nice and clear now.
Okay.
All right. Now, Brookhaven, you here? Okay.
I'm in Minnesota.
Huh?
I say I'm in Minnesota.
Yeah, no, I'm hollering at the ones on here. We got Richmond, we have Texas, Houston, Texas, all of them on there. Now, every state is what I was fixing to say before you came on, Gator. Different states have different rules. You with where I'm at? So what work in Louisiana may not work in other states, but when we talk about something federal, that covers whole United States, correct? Let me see, can she hear me? Okay, her mic is off. Okay, so when we're talking about these areas, you got to go to see what law your area was under, what treaty or what land patent, because treaties and land patents sort of two different things, some ways, but they all are acts of Congress. All right. So some of the stuff people have been asking me, Gator, is what about if they got land patents in Oklahoma? and their land patents didn't come down through straight from United States to their grandparents, but it came from United States to their tribe, then from their tribe to the individuals. You with me?
Yes.
You am I getting that clear each night we've been talking on this about the difference? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So look, Gator, if a person is in Oklahoma and they have a land patent by the stuff we've been reading, that make them foundational to Oklahoma, okay? Because the land patent was the land. That's the foundation. Y'all with where I'm at? Now I'm gonna freeze on it because I ain't gonna keep Gator too long. You know, she like to be over there working that room. But I wanted to bring her on because she worked hard in the chat. So sometimes they don't get to see or hear nothing because they work in the chat. So Gator, what you think about the conversation we've been having on land patents and treaties? Could you tell me what you feel about it?
I think it's a great conversation because a lot of people are doing their genealogy and they finding those land patents and they trying to figure out how do they go about and claiming them and retrieving their family land back. So I think it's good that we're talking about this topic.
So I wanted to ask you, we want to stay with it a while or move on? And that's what we want to ask the chat room. I want to hear from you because you work it. Y'all, because we can go a little deeper into this topic into this month, a little deeper. So if everybody want to stay on this or move on, because I'm going by what you all are, I want y'all to be, how can I put it, satisfied with the learning of the lesson. So do y'all say we stay with it a little while longer? Oh, some I'll say go deeper. If you want to go deeper, y'all give me some go deeper in 100s, and we'll start preparing to go even deeper. But anyway, I'm going to go back to Gator before she get back over there with her range. So Gator, what have you, what do you feel we done covered that you saw beneficial to the people who are out there trying to find their ancestry?
I would say learning the difference in the type of land patents that you have because you got some that come from the U.S. and you got some that comes actually from the tribes.
Okay. They say go deeper over there. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Gator, we're going to go deeper. We're going to go all the way to the land. Throw some hundreds and some fire, some love up there if y'all want to do it. We're going to start. I'm not going to hold y'all all night tonight, but I come back so I can let y'all know. I promise you to be here every week, and I'm here. But I also read a lot of the things that you all said, okay, Gator, and it looked like we hit a hot spot. And we're not here to ruffle nobody, but we are here to ruffle the waters, okay? I think we do need to take time, like I told Phoenix, and work through these different areas. Like, for instance, don't y'all get mad at me because I'm going to name the first states. Like, for instance, Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana. We start right there. What you say about that? And start working to show y'all about those grants, what they meant to those states, what part of Congress they was passed by. Are y'all ready for the let's go to that level in this lesson?
I would say yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Because we got to get to the part. You remember you've been around Gator while I brought you on for a long time, and we talked about which Mississippi, right? Everybody's talking, my people come from Mississippi. Which Mississippi? So we're going to start getting deeper into the different moving that they did of the boundary lines or the reapportioning lines of Mississippi, okay? So that's what we're going to start getting ready for, okay?
Now that
Okay.
sounds good.
Okay, son, seriously, she having a problem getting linked in. Let me do it again. Go through the Facebook thing. I'm just going on what I done learned from playing around with this, but it should bring you in quicker from the Facebook because you all are subscribers. That's what I've been doing homework on this stuff, okay? I dropped the link in for you again. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start setting up to go into Mississippi, into Arkansas, into Louisiana, and y'all going to be surprised with those three. You're going to be surprised what we're going to come out of these lessons with, okay? Because you're going to find out Mississippi wasn't what Mississippi was. Oh, and Oklahoma. I got to add Oklahoma in there. So it'll be 4 states we start pulling into. Dealing with the land patents or grants that went there, laws that was passed that affected you when you were there, what make your people have to move. I had a young man call me through Facebook. Y'all know sometimes I answer calls, but I had recognized his name from the show, so I went on and accepted. I'll do that sometime, y'all. At least every week I talk to about 5 people. If I recognize that you done been in this show and I recognize your name, I'll call you. Let me see. I don't know if Miss Hall in here. Is Miss Hall in here tonight? I surprised her one day and she was on there and I dropped in and said, hello, how you doing? And we talked for a good while. I don't want us to have this where you can't communicate back with me and that, I'm just telling you something that's useless to you. Whatever we doing. Miss Hall, can you come on stage? Miss Pamela Hall. I remember her because she screamed when I called and she was on a conference with y'all and she screamed. She said, they're not gonna believe y'all talk to Chief. So I really do randomly call you. So if you come on stage and I happen to see you on Facebook, I might give you a call and we just have a private chilling chat. Okay, Ms. Hall, let me see if you're gonna come on. So what I want, she said, yes, ma'am, I'm here. Come on and hit that link and join in on the stage. I want people to know if I'm reaching you all. And they don't need us talking about states and not trying to find out the laws that affected our ancestors. See, we're going to deal with history from the base. That's the foundation. I know y'all remember me with the Kellogg thing that everybody done cut and paste me with the white on where I'm saying when the Indians look like me. I keep telling y'all, I'm going to show you what I meant. So Gator, I'm going to let you go over there. I wanted to bring you up because you one of our own time people. Normally you be here first, Gator. Now I know if I don't send out even a notice, Gator's still in the room, y'all. So Gator, I want to tell you, thank you for sticking with me through all this, trying to learn how to get this stuff going. You've been right there with me and you've been monitoring that room. So I wanted to bring you on, Gator, so I could tell you thank you because you all have helped me to build this channel and we're going to maintain it. We're going to keep our chats clean. You all are the ones that take care of that chat. And I want people to know I love and appreciate what y'all do. All right, Gator, I'm going to let you go back to work. Is it anything you want to say, Gator, before you leave? I think we having communication blockings or something. Gator?
Arthur sent you an ad. Next week.
Gator? I think we lost her, y'all. Okay. Waiting on the next one. I want public to hear you all.
Arthur Laughlin.
Okay, can I get y'all hold 1 second? Okay, y'all know Chief be doing a lot of stuff. Thanks for the contribution. Coin Pop, thank you for your contribution. Let me see what it say, Chief. Okay, and hey, y'all, this misclassification thing is gonna be dynamite too, because as we get more and more people, and y'all been doing great on that from what I'm hearing from Ishmael and Phoenix, let's keep that word going. Our issue have never been brought to Congress. Have y'all ever noticed that? That's been a problem. See, Gator back in there on that petition, okay? We must keep pushing to get an answer. We cannot depend on a caucus or independent people. We got to depend on us. Okay? And, you know, really, even the people who say they foundational black, not as an Indian, but period, need to try to sign this petition. Okay, I got Ms. Hall on here. Okay, welcome, Ms. Hall. Welcome into the studio. What you have to say to us?
Good afternoon, Chief.
Yeah, baby. You know, I told you I wasn't gonna leave you hanging on the limb because you said they're not gonna believe you called me, Chief. But
I was in shock for 2 days.
we had a nice talk too, didn't we?
We did. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I would never forget it.
They don't understand. I will pick somebody and call them, won't I? Just like I
Yes,
did you.
you did. And y'all, I have to tell y'all this because when she called, I looked at the name. I said, "This can't be her. This is not her." And when I answered, I said, "Chief, hold on a minute. I do have a heart condition. I need to get myself together."
See, so they don't know when they'll get a call from me, huh?
No, ma'am, they would never know.
So I watch y'all names, I read your comments. Y'all be sending fire in hundreds. Fire in hundreds will get you notice. Isn't that right, Ms. Hall? All that
Yes,
fire
ma'am.
she be sending in 100s. And one day I called a person to thank her for the fire in the 100s. So y'all better get in the fire in 100 sending game. And then go over to Facebook. Make sure you're there. And then while I'm rambling through Facebook and I see you and I say, oh, wait a minute, this one sends 100s and fire and hearts. Yeah. And then you get a personal call through Facebook.
Yes, ma'am. In a heartbeat. But Chief, you do not have to say Pam, Ms. Hall. You can call me Pam.
All right, Pam. But I give
Thank
everybody their respect, okay?
I understand, but you my elder. And I think I said this to you on the phone. I said, you my elder. I look up to you. So I have to give you all the respect.
Okay, but I'm not doing it by age. I'm doing it by respect. When I say miss, I let you know I respect you to the utmost. You know they don't want us to say miss and Mr. no more. Come on, girl, let me use that miss every now and then.
Okay, I accept it.
We have to teach this generation what a miss is and what a mister is, okay?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Every now and then I'm gonna say miss, okay? And you
Yes,
guys
ma'am.
will say mister to y'all too, okay? Y'all notice I call Mr. Waldo, Mr. Waldo.
I did notice that.
Huh?
And I did notice that you do call him Mr. Waldo. I call him Foe to the Flow.
Well, I have another name for him too. Oklahoma, because all his initials is a W. So the other name is Oklahoma. Okay.
I think he got many nicknames.
Yeah. But when you got three, if you have three names and all three start with a W, and we on the internet, now y'all know what www dot gonna come to your mind. So that's Oklahoma. All right.
I'm trying not to laugh out loud, Chief, but you got me crying over here.
But Mr. Wald, I'm older than him and I call him Mr. What'd you say about that?
I know. And I said I noticed that, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. But Mr. Waldo. So I don't know.
She called him Mr. Waldo too. I
I
think
call
it's
him
his
Foe to
voice.
the Flow.
I think his voice demands authority. Yeah, don't you know his voice
Yeah.
demands authority.
Yes. Yes, it does. Putting that Mr. in front of that name do give them a big respect. Because
Okay,
our
if
men
you say
don't get
somebody
that
over here,
enough.
somebody they want a call. You better start throwing some hearts and 100s up there and some fire. I'm telling you how you get there. The busier you make this chat room, the busier I see all that red jumping up. And then I gotta call you and thank you. Yeah, you never know when I'm gonna pull, who I'm gonna pull. Every week I'm pulling somebody. Y'all know we stable studio now. So I'm getting to have fun with this thing, okay? Now, back to our topic on foundational review, since we didn't let them know that you wasn't crazy. You did talk to Chief for a long time too. Yeah, that's a long talk.
24 minutes.
She said 24 minutes. You know how many minutes it was? Come on now. All by yourself, and we could just talk and enjoy it, because Chief is a real person. Now, let's go. Now, I'm gonna talk to you about the foundational show we've been doing with the land, because that is the foundation and the root of everything. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you notice last week we covered more than one foundation? The foundation of Spain. You had a foundation of France, especially where I'm at, a foundation of Britain, and a foundation of America. So that's 4 different levels of foundations. Just so happened my people went through all the foundations. Okay. I'm hoping we don't get another foundation on this land. Okay. It's starting to get a little rough looking out there right now.
It is. It is.
And people not wanting to get involved. Okay. By not getting involved in your local area, somebody else come in and step up for your blessings. They go fight for your blessings, okay?
Yes.
And people are getting furious because right now we all fighting for our own blessing, okay? And they got some changes coming out there too. I'm trying to put something up there. Just wait a minute. Oh, I did get that second monitor thing working. Y'all know it kept giving me fits. So got that going. They changing technology so much. Okay, let me get this right quick. I'm gonna let you say what you have to say while I'm looking for something to show y'all something coming up after us. Mr. Waldo sent this to me, and it's something we need to talk about while you out there fighting for your rights. They got other games being played. Is that a good way to put that?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all need to know that, because we got to tighten up our belt, because they got people that want us to fight for our history and our ancestry. And y'all know one night we just disappeared off air. We didn't know why we just disappeared, but we did. I'm going to try to send this over to my email, what he sent me, because I think y'all need to see this. But anyway, what basically I'm looking at is, as we're doing these shows, not only are we educating our communities, but we're educating the people who we fighting. And then they're trying to find ways to eliminate the fight, okay? And so I see what they've been asking the government. I can't get it to come off of this. He sent it to me through Facebook. Well, I'm going to do it this way, and I want you to tell me what you think about it. Okay, this is what he sent over to me. There have been, and it's long, most probably by next week I'll be them fix it where I can bring it up on the screen. They got an issue. It's called the Anti-Pretend Act. Y'all, you familiar with that?
Yes, ma'am. We seen that online last week. They put a petition out for people to sign to
I had
have
a feeling some of y'all hadn't seen it. Look, I had a feeling y'all hadn't seen this thing now. But because Mr. Waldo saw it, so I was sure. That's why I was trying to get Phoenix on here. I wanted to see what she thought about it. What you think about this? They don't want you on, so they don't want us on. Let me just do it this way. Their petition is to the United States Congress, Department of Justice, Federal Trade Commission, and social media platforms. All right. They want to block us from social media. Tell me what you feel about that.
Yes.
Tell
No,
me
ma'am.
what you feel about it.
To me, it was comical, because how are you going to ask for anti-pretending act? Who pretending?
Thank you. All right, if any of y'all knew about this, or if you didn't know, okay, if you know about what we talking about, let me see. If you know what we talking about, send 100. If you see, that's how we're gonna know. Do y'all know? Somebody done put it up there. Yeah, it's an anti. That's it. APA. See that? There you go, Sunflower. Y'all saw that? If you know about it, send hundreds. If you don't know, say I don't know. Okay, somebody did it. So we're gonna touch on that a little bit if y'all want it. Come on, let me see how many of y'all. Come on. 90-some people in the room. I don't know how many on the television. We gotta teach the ones on the television how to get in on the chats. Okay, y'all. Right. Come on, let me see. It's got a lot of don't knows on here. Come on. I see a lot of no's too. Because we're talking about foundational. And then Mr. Waldo sends me this. Okay. They're talking about that we are taken away from their culture and their history, their financial, political, and social gain across social media platforms, online marketplace, and public forums. Do y'all see what somebody trying to do? They passing a petition to put a gag on us about us? Sometimes say it's a hot mess.
That's what they're trying to do.
And we're
But
not paying attention. Let me hear what you got to say. I'm gonna shut up and you go to telling me what you done saw in it so far.
well, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, Chief. They need to really rethink that, because if they look through history, um, they really not who they think they are.
Mm-mm.
So I read the book. The book is called. Hold on, let me get it.
They say we got fraudulent claims.
Well, I believe they probably be the one that's the fraudulent ones. Asian slaves in colonial America, how they went from Chinos to Indians. I read that book.
Okay, put that book in there, Sunflower, for those who need to read it. Say the name of the book again for them.
Asian slaves in colonial Mexico, from Chinos to Indians. This was written by a professor. She did a 90,000 word dissertation. Now, you know, when you write a dissertation, you have to have all your facts and resources
That's
available
right.
for them to check it.
That's correct.
She turned that 90,000 word dissertation into a 300-page book with facts and resources. Yes, ma'am, she did.
I'm gonna have to read that book. Haven't read that one. Got to text me the name to it so I can get that one up. Okay.
Most definitely will do that.
We also are not looking at when we brought Alaska in.
No,
These are some
ma'am.
topics we're gonna get to. This is when we brought about the Native American Act, right? To make the Native American citizens, both in Alaska and here. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
They don't
I do.
want the real history to get dug in by us because we are not historyless. Okay, look, I'm getting like Jesse Jackson. I'm gonna put me some words together. We're not historyless. We got a lot of history, okay? And the government
Yes,
have a lot to back it up. And they're gonna equally have to do that. But I think people need to know that that is coming at them. And I'm gonna tell you why you gotta look at them with one eye. They actually been approved by the government to say they indigenous, which they didn't want to be indigenous, okay? They didn't want to be Aboriginal. They didn't want to be none of that. They was stuck under the Native American Act for citizenship. What we gonna get to on that tonight on foundational, you can't be foundational if you only became a citizen of the United States in 1924. You see what I'm saying?
yes, ma'am. I understand totally what you said,
So you
especially
only had a
when,
citizenship to the United States for 99 years?
yes, ma'am, because um, I forgot the month and the date, but I do remember the year, 1848, when the United States bought that western part of the United States from Mexico.
All right. See, they just starting to try to read. The stories that they picked up and starting using it and running with it was also protected by the social media of their time, which was the TV, the newspaper, and professors. They never saw the day coming with a whole lot of researchers is researching by the thousands and 100,000s, pulling up information. They just trying to catch up. They have been hiring lawyers and other people to speak for them in the BIA. Okay, I said earlier, and I don't want to get to my paperwork yet because I want us to get to the foundation, and I don't want people to think it's just about me pushing me, so I'm not even dealing with me right now. But I can prove I was here before them, and I can prove I'm indigenous, okay? To America, because I only been in America for 100 and some years, because where I'm at wasn't a part of the United States of America until 1808. Then they bickered in 1810. Finally, by 1820, they decided the countries that was fighting against the United States, I don't know what kind of crooked deal they did, but then C.C. Claiborne and James Madison is the reason that we were brought in by decree. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't understand. People left here looking like me and my people, and now I can't identify the people who say they the people that left. We got mutation going on or something. We don't look nothing like a family at all. They don't even like us.
They surely do.
Lately, when they found out about mounds down here and historical stuff, then they start wanting to drive out of Oklahoma to come see what they can claim. Okay? Thanks for the contribution. They wanted to drive down and start claiming stuff. Okay? I'm not in Oklahoma claiming nothing. They, I'm gonna stick with the ones I have to talk about because they had everybody in the world talking about Choctaw. Choctaw. Nobody knew what a Choctaw was. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Nah, they all on their page putting Choctaw. So who taking who information and using it? I'm not using their information.
You surely not.
I can go back and prove that they were Choctaw.
But you can stand on that. 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 They can't stand on that.
Now they done start them in the other tribes that say they was Choctaw. Now all you hear is they Choctaw. Anybody knew what a Choctaw was? I can go back on social media years back after Katrina. They say I made up Choctaw and I made up Shafunta. Then I saw tribes here in Louisiana start using Choctaw and Shafunta. So whatever we say, they take when you see facts to it, they'll take it. My issue is, how did you feed Ireland when you can't feed yourself now without the United States giving you some free food?
I wonder that too. I be absolutely wondering that too, Chief. Because I'm like, if you were supposed to be the steward of the land and you were supposed to be able to farm and feed people, what happened?
They forgot. That's what I think. They forgot. You know why they forgot? They never did it.
I think so too.
They can't take out there in that heat with no hole digging in no ground and shovels and wrecks. They done spoiled them to casino. Casinos is not part of no treaty. Not one treaty. All the stuff you done read. Did you see anything about a casino?
No, ma'am. I've never seen anything about a casino.
Do you know I work with no money and they get casino money?
Well, they,
No, I don't know who you is, but you need to come to my show when you talk about Mississippi is the beginning. I'm gonna show you Mississippi wasn't even there. Talking to 4272. Sometime this month we're gonna get to that. You're gonna find out that wasn't no Mississippi, but the river. Now back to what I was saying. See, I'm trying to keep up with the chat and talk to you. Y'all know by now I'll be trying to do that.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Yeah, there you go. There's no beginning in Mississippi. Somebody say you got to hang in here or go back and write watch some of the older shows. But I'm gonna come back on that topic. I told y'all I'm gonna cover 4 states. I don't know how long it's gonna take us, but that's the foundation of the land that have been renamed. Y'all remember Bonfaka was renamed?
You said it. You spoke on that. You spoke on that.
And then
You
I come
did.
back and showed y'all a map the other day with Bonfaka in it, huh?
Yes, ma'am, you did.
I'm gonna put it on there with the right spelling because they keep misspelling my name of my place. And then they want to call it Bonfunka, everything else. Yeah, Bonfaka. Bonfaka was here before there was a Mississippi, any of those places, New Orleans, none of that existed. We're gonna get into those lessons. That's right, Mississippi start with stolen land. That's why we got to talk about these things. But that's right, West Florida. That's what it was. Come on, see, some of y'all been hanging in here with us for quite a while. Okay. Now, back to this. When I saw this petition Mr. Waldo sent me, I thought that was a good topic for us to talk on. What y'all say? And I think other people need to see this here. Somebody had put it in the thing, but put it in there again. They can most probably pull it up. Because as these next couple, we're not freeing Larry Hoover over here. Even though he's from Mississippi, I'm going to tell y'all something. I fight what I know. Okay? I'm not getting in all these movements, and all the movements ain't been in my movement. Okay? I done fought in so many movements in my lifetime. Free this one, free that one. No, free our classification is where I'm at. Okay, over there in that chat.
Speak on it, Chief.
Nobody have stood up for my tribe. Nobody have stood up for the people who've been misclassified. And that's where I'm concentrating. Okay? I have no problem with Larry. I don't have time to go study that. Okay? And he don't know me and I don't know him. It's like I said about the George Floyd thing. I'm not going out there to get nothing off my neck because you got to watch what you speak out your mouth. It's powerful. Your word is powerful. I wasn't telling nobody to get off my neck because ain't nobody was on my neck. You better be a bad mamma jamma to get on my neck and stay there. Hey, Jeremiah, how you doing? I'm not looking for just any fight. Some of y'all jumping from fight to fight, I'm being honest with you. And you need to focus on you. That's right. Free our classification. Who did that? Whoever? Cherokee J, that's right. We ain't got time to worry about Democrats, Republicans, free nobody, none of that. We have been taxed without representation from the bottom to the top. I'm not worried about no party issue. I'm listening at them on the internet putting all these scare tactics. Oh, you going back. They're going to take you back into slavery. Well, heck, they got a lot of white folks going to be going into slavery too. But while you're worried about that, you ain't worried about other countries taking over America.
Right. And that's a big issue right now. They're
Because
bringing
why?
in people being by the
You got
girl.
one party trying to scare us that these things that they saying pertains to us, and it don't. It pertains to other groups. Are y'all with me?
I'm right with you, Chief.
We've been fighting for too many people, Miss Hall.
We
None
have.
of those people fighting for us.
And never will.
People talking about Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was wherever black people were.
Right.
Why? Because we couldn't deal with nobody else's stores. We couldn't deal with nobody but us. Are y'all with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't make nobody think Black Wall Street was just in Oklahoma. Oklahoma had more than one black community that was well established too. You trying to tell me every black in America was going shop in Tulsa because that was the only black Wall Street? How we was getting our stuff? Y'all do this stuff. See, we let people tell us stuff. I'm telling you, you got elite people telling us we finna go to slavery. Who we going to slavery under? The people they bringing in from the other countries? That they gave rights to come in here and have more rights than we have under this reclassification and the laws that they passed to hold us down? Some of those laws have never been removed. Some people just looking at the one drop black blood. Wait, I got some more coming for you. Because people only talk about what they know, some people. We do have some people talking about stuff they don't know, but over here, they got some laws was passed in those 4 states I just called that was meant for each state. Don't make it just look like Louisiana started one drop black blood. You had laws in all the states. Oklahoma had laws. Mississippi had laws. Louisiana had laws. And we keep leaving the North out. Like the North was just so innocent. To appreciate America, you have to really understand the good, bad, and the ugly of the history. We are honoring one of our elders from Bonfaka. He'll be 100 years old next month. He fought in World War II. He was like my uncle. They don't want you to talk about America. The reason they don't want you to talk against America is for a reason. I'm going to tell you why. They fought and put their life on the line for this country. Okay? So why would they go fight in World War II and Korean War and come back and demeanor the place? They came back and was being demeanored. But they were showing that they were better. Better. Oh, one sec, y'all. Let me catch this. Oh, one sec.
Yeah, Chief, while you catch that, all I can say with that, what you just said, is that even when they came back here, they still was being disrespected. But over there, in another country, they was getting more respect from people that didn't look
Yes,
at them.
that's what my uncle said. More respect from over there. Thank you for his congratulations. I'm going to put his story, which the parish is honoring him along with me. I put in for him to get high honors from the tribe and the parish. And that'll be happening on the 26th. And I'll share that with you all because it is history. But I think I want to put that on the St. Tammany channel. I'm going to see how I'm going to do that. One of these channels will get it because you remember I told y'all some things is history, but at the same time, it's what's happening right now. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want to mix the two, but one thing about it, I will make sure y'all include it to see in it. So, you know, when you didn't live around people that fought in these wars, I was blessed to be around people that fought in World War I. They wasn't treated right either. But they loved the country because it was their land, their foundation. They didn't have allegiance to another country. And sometimes people got more allegiance to another country than here. Are y'all with where I'm at?
Yes, ma'am, I understand quite much.
Whoever that say their nickname is Bonfaka, I don't know how you nickname Bonfaka, but that's how the other Indians do in Oklahoma. You show them a name and they take it. But we don't have no nickname people running around here named Bonfaka. Because you don't know what Bonfaka means. And most probably you ain't from Bonfaka. I'm not being rude, but y'all need to stop when you hear something. It sounds good. You want to take it and run with it. That's how you get misclassified. Your nickname shouldn't be Bonfaka. It should be where your ancestors is from, and it shouldn't be the name of the place. I'm the chief of Bonfaka, and my nickname ain't Bonfaka. You'll confuse your next generation. You may not even know where Bonfaka is. And I'm not trying to call you out, but I am calling you out because I'm trying to stop you from reclassifying yourself. What part of the land is your foundation from? Do you get what I'm saying, Miss Hall? See how quick
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
and somebody's bonafide binding.
Oh, I know what you mean by misclassified because you know that started here in Virginia
And
with
and and, and, and over
Lincoln.
here, Naomi Drake went to school or whatever. She was Walter Plucker was her mentor, so she brought
Mm-hmm.
it on over to Louisiana.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand Louisiana and Virginia have a lot of laws that ran kind of simultaneously together because the people was ripping and running from Virginia to Louisiana, Louisiana to Virginia. Okay,
Mm.
but I wasn't trying to be funny. Well, okay, it sounds like one for kind, and I'm sorry. But what I do want y'all to know, I don't want y'all tagging nothing to you but your name, your people name, your land. I'm here to tell you why you got lost, how it's easy for them to misclassify you. See, we kept saying who we were when they was trying to say we was somebody else. Even when Jesse came with African American, my people said we ain't putting that junk on our paperwork. I couldn't even get my people to put black on their paperwork. If anybody on here know my people from back here, I saw Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you know over there in Delia. Ain't nobody with them old people wasn't putting no black on no paperwork, letting on African American. That's what's gonna make it hard with this here little claim of us being fake over here. Okay? But they started a petition to stop people from being who they are. Even if you came across the Bering Strait, you still, Ms. Hall, it's not foundational and you didn't build the mounds that you see out there. They have
No, you
mounds in
know.
Louisiana that's 11,000, 12,000 years old. That's thousands and thousands of years before Bering Strait story. Everybody jumped on that Bering Strait story. And then when they didn't jump on that, they jumped on the daggone movie. Look at how they dressing. That misappropriate. Every Indian saying the same word across America, doing the same dance, dressed in the same ribbon shirt and ribbon dress with some bells. When they were trying
Ooh.
to kill Indians, Indians didn't want no bells on them.
Well, Chief, I'm gonna tell you something. That costume right there was started by a lady named Catarina in Mexico. She was the one that did that in the 1600s, somewhere in the late 1600s. She's the one that started the costume. Yeah, oh yeah. Hmm.
But
Surely did.
our Indians was trying to survive. Now, why would they put bells on them? The Indians wasn't gonna put no bells, and the slave wasn't putting no bells. Why would they be just dancing while people trying to kill them? My people were trying to stay out them people way. They was not going out there dancing for people to come from all over the country and see them jump around in a daggone circle, look like somebody whipping their butt with a whip. They had other things to do. Okay? Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sitting here looking at pictures of my people that was taken in the 1400, then 1800s and the early 1900s, 1909. And ain't there one of them dressed like I see people dressing now. And I'm looking at them from coast to coast. They dressing with these ribbon clothes and everybody throwing their fellas on it. You know, everybody didn't dress the same.
no, ma'am, because my people here wore we wore like skin high, like it looked like suede with the fringes.
But y'all
That was,
had cold weather. We down
yeah,
here hot.
yeah.
We was wearing silk and stuff, okay? The heat index today was 116. What I'm be looking at with hide on? Okay.
Right. Right.
Now we might would have traded some hide with y'all so y'all can get warm. But most of the time we only get 2 months that we get cold weather. Right now we can roast chicken outside. Yeah. Just open your barbecue grill, put it in there, close the thing down, and you can cook something. That's how hot it is.
Yeah, Chief, that's way harder than Virginia. That's way harder than Virginia.
We got a power out in the summertime. You don't have to light a fire when it's hot as it is now. You can have dinner done in no time. Just have your barbecue grill, keep something from stealing your food off of it. And it ain't gonna stay raw long enough to get poisoned because it's gonna be cooking like it's in the oven. For sure, in that grill, it's gonna be hitting like 200 and something. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And you gonna tell me we had all that junk on? Y'all know why I don't have my tribal clothes on? It's too hot. And my fabric is not a hot fabric. It's too hot. This is the Caribbean down here. What was Caribbean Indians doing walking around with buffalo coats on? Okay? Are y'all with me? Some of this stuff don't make sense, and if we don't talk about it, people won't even see how senseless it is. They was able to play a game in front of our eyes. They controlled everything. The government controlled the media. The rich people controlled the media. I mean, the people that was getting the railroads running through the Indian property, those people that profited from the land. Yeah, they got that junk from them cowboy and Indian stories. That's where they got it from. Yeah, I said a buffalo coat. Sure, if it's gonna be that cold, it's cold in Virginia. And heck, if you're going to Chicago, the wind blowing, you're gonna need that buffalo coat.
Yeah, when you go up there, yes. New York, New Jersey.
Yeah, you're gonna need a buffalo coat.
Yeah, you're gonna need a buffalo coat up there.
Some buffalo boots too.
Yes, ma'am.
See, with car-tie bottoms. Yeah, that snow don't play when you get up around New York and stuff and Virginia. And then Chicago not only cold, it's windy. We getting ready to go into normal hot, and y'all fix to start getting cool off.
Yes, ma'am, we are. Yes. Today it was
You're right.
89.
I mean, we need a hat too with the buffalo. Yeah. Got to take that high so that water roll off it. See, you know, I'm just being honest. It sounds like I'm joking about it, y'all, but I'm being honest. It's stupid. It sounds just as stupid as what I'm saying. And then you're going to start a petition to stop us. You're going to mess around and make the government have to dig in them files and come out in the public and say y'all not who you say you are. You need to tell us who your grandma is because we didn't have running dog and jumping wolf. Lick cats. That was not our people name. But how did, when they leave here, they went there and their name become Rainwaters? That daggone movies messed y'all up. Y'all don't need to mess with that Bill Cody junk no more. Leave them cowboy and Indian pictures alone. Y'all don't even dress like the Indians in the movies. Have y'all noticed that? They create their own style. They got bells everywhere.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I said licking cat. That's what I'm saying. They came up with anything, man. Running dog. Yeah, we got Snoop Dogg. You right. I like that one. Yep, got Snoop Dogg. Okay, so do y'all understand? They finna make a mess of their own self trying to come at us. They're gonna show who they are or who they are not. Bring it on. On my worst day, take me to Congress to talk about y'all. I'm gonna get to Congress one way or the other. Y'all get that petition and get Congress to call me in and call some people in so that they could tell us we fake. Because then they gotta show us that you are real. I want to see your grandparents' name on a roll. I want you to do your genealogy back to 1700 at least. Yeah, Snoop Dogg is from West Florida. That's what he say. He say he don't use the word West Florida, but he from the land of the West Florida. Let's put it that way. Look, man, they was getting pennies for doing powwows and making artifacts, is what they call it, trinkets.
Hmm.
Then the government showed them, and other crooks showed them, you know, you can make a little more if you let us put a casino on your reservation. Because the reservation is supposed to be sovereign, so they got legions to another country. Y'all remember we're gonna get to that stuff, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
They had legions to their tribe. They did not have dual citizenship in the 1800s. What you said, baby?
I asked that question though, Chief, one day. I said, how are you sovereign when you keep running to the government for money?
Welfare. The biggest welfare scam we ever had. Paying people that they didn't have to pay, but they rather give them a little bit to keep us from getting anything. Now this junk backfiring, like the immigration thing. Bring the immigrants in, hold us down. Now the immigrants want everything. Uh-huh. Now they sitting down scratching their head in the back room trying to figure out how to get out the mess that they got in with the lie that they told. And there's only one thing they need to do, tell the truth about us. Tell the truth and set yourself free.
Say amen, amen. Let the church say amen.
They done brought more immigrants here to hold us down. And when them immigrants get a toehold, they go back after them. Y'all with me?
I'm with you, Chief.
But see, nobody want to come out and just tell the story how it is because they don't know how to fix it. It'd have been cheaper to pay the slaves their reparation and get the Indians some of what you stole, and you'll still come out more on top with the rest of the stolen loot than bringing all these people in the country to block us from having a little bit. I'm laughing at them over there in Minnesota, Texas. The people moving on here, taking their stuff, laughing at them. People talking about our money. We do need to teach our money some sense. We do need to create us some social media talking platforms. We need to be buying our own networks to have real freedom of speech. Because right now we have fake freedom of speech. Can somebody put in there fake freedom of speech? Because mostly everything you say, they can kick you off. Y'all saw that tonight. Kitchen got so hot, we burnt the sucker down.
Now, Chief, that wasn't a fire. That was a fire. That was a fire.
That was a fire?
That was a fire.
Oh, a fire? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, here's somebody got a petition because they don't want us on social media talking about our history and showing our pictures. Yeah, y'all, fake freedom of speech. That's what it is. Somebody say fake. Yeah, fake. Banning us all the time. But we're not ignorant. And we still can tell the truth. I got some things. I know they're going to kick us off as we be getting to teach. They're going to kick us off some more. Y'all know the game. We go off, we come back on. All right? If they tear our channel down, we'll build it back up again. Do y'all understand? And we're going to build it bigger and better each time. Because I'm talking the truth.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And see, that's what they scared of, Chief. They know we are builders.
Them people you see there on that stage back there in that studio, they're my people. But they got Ton Emma, who in the middle, on their reservation as their ancestor. How she their ancestor and she never no cheer? She ain't kin to them. She don't look like them. But my grandfather and them knew her.
Wait a minute,
Bad when
Chief.
somebody claim you.
Wait a minute, Chief. Can you repeat that? Because did you say she had no children and they
No,
claiming that she's their grandmother or something?
they look. I saw on that Oklahoma thing. Y'all remember when we did that show that time where that man said this must be our ancestor from somewhere in Louisiana. Well, she from Bonfaka, and she ain't have no children. She raised her husband's children, but she didn't have no children because in her older days she was with her nieces and nephews. Do y'all hear what I'm saying?
I hear you, Chief.
I can go to her grave with her name on it. They don't even know her name. That's why I don't never turn her loose and just say Tony. I'm just what they got out there because they got that out the book from Bushnell. They don't know her name. Take me to Washington. I can show you her name and then bring you to the record department of St. Tammany and show you her full name and take you to her grave. So how Oklahoma call her their ancestor? She never went to Oklahoma. Huh? And I can go to her grave like I do all the time. Please get your petition and put that you want to petition Chief Warhorse, because when we get wherever we got to go with you with this petition, I'll make you swallow it. I'm going to find out why I'm a warhorse. I want you to take me to her grave. I want you to tell me her sibling's name. I want you to tell me her daddy's name and her mama's name. Because I can go to the record department of St. Tammany and pull her mama and her daddy name and her siblings. Y'all see what I'm talking about? I'm not out here faking it. If you look at the bottom picture, come in on the first aisle toward Tony, and you see that picture down there with that shipyard? Y'all see that shipyard right there?
Yes, ma'am, I see it.
Okay, that shipyard was in Bonfaka in a place called Parquet. That's Noreen Grandpa's shipyard. The gentleman that we honoring, that's his grandpa's shipyard, and he knew his grandpa. His brother gave me the copy of the picture years ago, because one day we were gonna have a museum. And I could take you to where that was built at and where the spot was and where they built ships. The stuff I got out there ain't nothing that I can't tell you where it's at. No, y'all see Noreen on it? Yeah, Bayou Parquet. And the man that we honoring for 100 years old, he knew his grandpa that had that shipyard. We built ships. Come on, Black Wall Street. We had a Black Wall Street, but people stole it. The other ship at the bottom, it was my grandfather and his brother's ships. They had brickyards. They moved bricks and goods, those two shipyards. When black folks were still talking about getting out of slavery before the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. Our people were running shipyards and was captains of their ships. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am, I hear you.
Ships was like freight trucks and trains today. That's the way you move goods. We wasn't around here with no bells on and no ribbon shirt jumping around, look like somebody whipped you behind with a whip and holding your hand. Didn't even have rhythm to that junk. Yeah, we had brick masons too. Still got some running around here, but this younger generation won't keep their people businesses going. They got to go find something else. They got to get a college degree. Go work for the white man.
They got to get the 6 figure. It's about the 6 figures, Chief.
Yeah, and they want 401k. Then after you get 401k, then you're sweating. Lord, I wonder if they're gonna mess my 401k up. I wonder what I'm gonna retire with.
Most likely they're gonna get taxed on that 401k, and not only they're gonna get taxed out out wazoo with the 401k, they gonna actually have to pay a penalty if they try to take it out before time. So they gonna that's too much.
Well, let me
That's too
explain
much.
this to you. My husband, we were married March 29th of May, 52 years. Y'all know I don't hide that. Married to the same man, got the same 3 children we made. Yep, surely do. And 2 grandbabies. He thought when he was working back then, what he was paying in was going to help him when he get old. Now I'm going to pick with Noreen. Noreen working all them jobs with the oil rig and working in the court. She thought she was going to have a good retirement. They didn't tell you the insurance company was going to come back and tell you better pay for Part B. They didn't tell you the prices was going to go up and your money value went down. But now you're old and you can't do nothing about it. Do y'all understand? They trick you to leave what you already had. Now you're behind, been gone, don't know even how to plant a tomato plant or some greens. Now you got to try to figure out how you're going to live. Y'all, we better come back to the basic. Everybody hollering their foundation, and the people hollering their foundation and can't even work the foundation. Don't even own a piece of the foundation. Talk to me.
Oh, Chief, I'm here. I'm right with you because
All
we
this
need to
hollering foundation. Thank
we
you
need
for
to
the
come
congratulations.
in.
Me and him gonna make it to that March 29th and then some. Okay, y'all. Let me explain this to y'all. We were so busy now. I'm just gonna go to this person. I'm coming back. I'm gonna deviate a little bit. Me and him used to say, if we live to be married 50 years, we're gonna have another wedding. We're gonna have our children and grandchildren in it. When 50 years come, I was so involved with doing stuff, we didn't think about a second wedding or none of that. Okay? I was supposed to get me another set of rings. You know, I had got my first set, and I got my 25-year set. Then I was supposed to get my 50-year set. We out here trying to work and fight to survive in this country where they stealing your identity till we forgot all about that junk. And I'm gonna tell y'all, 50 years go by fast. Now, I deviated to tell you this for a reason. Don't use your young days not fighting for what's gonna help you move to the future, even within your identity. Because my grandbabies have their identity on their birth record. So what they gonna do? Take my grandbabies and tear up their birth certificate? My younger tribal members have a right to pull their birth certificate out and show who they are. I hear people talk, I'm foundational. Well, you better find something. Because these people coming at you for one thing or the other. And you better be ready. So I took my years, my 51 years, going on 52 years I've been married, and I've been working on the foundation. I didn't just start with the internet. I had a lot of old people living. The other lady on this thing across, go over to the other board where the people had on the board, that's my auntie. I lived right, I could have pitched a baseball to her house through the woods because they had a path. We not making up what we doing. And what I like, I live where white people, black people, Republican, Democrat, Independent, no, we are who we say we are. That don't mean everybody got their paper straight, but that was their fault. Because a lot of times when we talking stupid, we cost other people moving forward. I guarantee you, instead of people telling people to sign the petition, you got people look like us, been misclassified, be telling people don't sign the petition. But I wanted to let y'all know, me and Mr. Waldo, the other people got a petition. And I wanted to let y'all know this, when I'm talking foundational black, I am not talking about the lineage of the movement. But I will tell the people in the lineage of the movement, if you are foundational through being indigenous, it got to be more than word of mouth. And if you're foundational from slavery, you got to have more than mouth. You need to put your paper on the table. Not for me, for them. Because you got a movement out there trying to fight anything that we, the real people, are trying to do. And if we really talking about a lineage of foundational, it shouldn't matter if you're Indians or not, because the Indians took in the foundational slaves. Did y'all hear what I say? You want me to say it again? The Indians took in. Everybody keeps what the Indians had slaves. Why are you not talking about down here by me? We was taking them in. How you think you get the Seminole? The Indians was taking them in.
Well, Chief, that ain't just happened down there. It happened in Virginia, too.
Yeah, but they want to. You remember the guy came on here the other day? You didn't say about I let him have his time on stage. Like the black and the Indians owning. What, man? Indians own Indians. Because the mixed breeds, they didn't care who you was. They were lazy.
Here in Virginia, doing the and I learned this thanks to Miss Nikki Sunflower for playing the book for me. White Cargo. Those white slaves were so hungry they went and joined the Virginia tribes. They went and got adopted by the Virginia tribes just to survive. And they ended up being in the tribe, and their descendants are now stating that they are these people. They share no blood, but they say they are the people.
But see, they stirring a pot. They not talking about the Indians that took in women and their children because their husband died, or took in all of them because they were hungry, raised them up in there with them, and then they turned on them. Y'all getting what I'm saying? And we did that with some blacks. So anybody gonna come in tonight? Or like the Indians had slaves. Well, the blacks that we helped came back and was helping kill us. Some of them was called Buffalo Soldiers. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Gutting babies out of the women's belly. Buffalo Soldiers. I talked to some of the Buffalo Soldier leaders years ago. They know what I told them. They can go read their own history. Didn't they say that they was the ones that they was clearing the way for the settlers? So who was they clearing? Us and some of y'all around here. I'm Buffalo Soldier. I think that's something to be honored. Buffalo Soldiers came through here killing up people. And black Jayhawkers. This is about history now. So here we sit. You said the same? Oh no, they wasn't who nobody think. No. Terry, I talked to your uncle today. He said he been following the show. That's how I end up hollering at him today. He been knowing me all my life. And he called to just tell me thank you for doing what I'm doing. Well, he texted me a message first and I called him. He said, stay on the battlefield. I'm not calling his name, but you know who I'm talking about. So, I'll just say your uncle that just moved back from Georgia. I'll do it like that with you, so now you know which one I talked to. Now, let me tell y'all something. I saw black folks about 10 years ago. I mean, just 10 years ago. Maybe not that far back. Let me say 6 years ago. Ms. Hogg, you know what they was trying to do? They was trying to be like the Indians on the reservation. They was asking me questions like, well, why you ain't on the reservation? Why you're not federally recognized? Why you don't associate with it? Because I'm not going to jump around in them hot clothes with no bells on. I'm not putting on no step and fetch it show for nobody, black or white.
What Chief, what makes it so funny, guess who started that word reservation? The Spanish.
And this is what we got to talk about with reservation. I'm glad we're doing this review. Are y'all glad we're doing a review tonight on foundational and what's coming up against us? If you do, send me some fire and send some 100s. Let me tell you something. Reservations was the word used for forms, period. Okay? I'm funny. You mean I could have made a living being a comedian? To my God, baby 77, I'm good. Maybe I might get in a gong show when the family say they're gonna have one. See if I can make it through it. I bet you they gong my butt out. I ain't that funny. But anyway, I do have a little humor because it's so bad you have to make jokes of it to make it go down a little easier. Because you can't believe another class of human beings would do this to another human being. Okay? I can't believe it. So you have to joke about it because you don't want anger to overtake you. I don't want to, I'm not here to radicalize you. Is that a good way to put that? But I'm here to tell you there's a pain that's there. And instead of crying about it, I'd rather laugh about it.
Yep. You gotta laugh to keep from crying.
All right, somebody went way back.
The halo.
Even somebody put it here, halo, low. Somebody been around for a long time.
That's American. When I seen that come up, I thought I laughed because
that's right. I'm not doing it.
That video where you was dancing around on the stage and holding your shirt. I ain't gonna be doing no halo, low.
Oh Lord, they got it dancing now. Y'all went back what 3 years ago? That been y'all know our show been going along pretty good.
Yes, ma'am. That was that Tom Ankrum.
That's right. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, y'all know that stuff, huh? Man, y'all been around so long, I don't even have to say it. Huh?
Yes, ma'am, we know that.
Not doing it. No. I ain't fixing to be no stepping fetchers for nobody. Listen. Y'all say Tom Ankrum, Phoenix says the show that keep on giving her and Ishmael. They say they go back and watch it sometime. I see every now and then it start getting back into the move and it start coming up on the chart and I be cracking up laughing. I be like, they not gonna let that show go. Not gonna do it. No, I'm not. Why? Because that's putting on a show and I don't have to put on a show. I come on here, I don't write no script. Every time y'all get me, you get me 100% raw. Y'all understand it?
Yes, ma'am. That's natural. That's all natural. Yeah, natural form.
I've been out here 50 years and haven't written if I write a speech, y'all, none of y'all coming on. Because it ain't real. That's why when I see preachers write a speech, I be like, okay, he didn't mess something up. God didn't tell him that. He wrote that. Yeah, y'all, he left the stage, Terry. He ain't leave without using that word nigga, though, did he? I knew he was going to say it sooner or later.
You come to that word, Chief. Do you know there was a couple of NAs on the internet saying they will call that word first? And I had to crack up laughing. I wouldn't even share the video out to anybody because it was just embarrassing. He said they will call the nigga first. I was like, I know you lying. I know you lying. I know you.
Look, he should have kept it. Black people didn't want it. They didn't ask for that. Got to talk to them Spaniards who kicked it off.
Right.
I want them to see y'all laughing, happy, researching, and feeling free to use your constitutional rights to speak about the truth. Y'all saw they tried to set us up the other day to some kind of bullying and harassment. I appealed that junk. I'm like, where did we bully and where did I harass? You can't take the heat, stay at the kitchen. Get hot in the kitchen when you're cooking. Especially when you ain't got no good window and no door to open up. and you're trying to make a roux, that hot grease and flour. Y'all with where I'm at?
I'm right there with you. Chief, I got my apron on. I keep going to the sink and washing my hands and coming back because I touched something and I have to go wash my hands and come back.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I got my apron on. I got my apron. I'm learning. I'm
All
learning.
right.
I'm watching what you put in the pot.
They don't even need to stay on the porch, baby. It's hot on the porch. The sun gonna get them there. They can't take the heat in the kitchen. They surely ain't gonna take this 116 heat index down here. See, what they don't know, they never met nobody like me, and they gonna find out why my name is Warhorse. Yeah. I kind of got teed when I saw that when Mr. Waldo sent it to me. I'm like, and who they supposed to be? They going, Master, can you please stop them from telling the truth and write a letter or something, please, a constitution or something? They're taking it to Congress, to the Justice Department. You know what they tell me? We got the fire going. That's it. The land patents is harassment. Now the bullying is me telling the truth and laughing at them. Okay. I'm not planning on going nowhere. Because let me tell you something. I don't need a building to fight. I fought for years out of my car and walking door to door. Anybody back here know me? Know that's my style.
Well, Chief, that's how our people fought.
That's how I still fight.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's how we still fight. We still take it to the streets.
Yeah.
Our people have always been like that. We ain't never go in no building.
Well, you see, there wasn't used to nobody telling them the truth.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes say, and we were bullying with our genealogy. Oh, okay. So let me go back to this little long book that they wrote, the issues. Y'all, we got to get these issues out there. Who online to tell them to go find this thing so they can read this thing? This thing is longer than the Constitution of the United States.
We read the first, I think we read the first two paragraphs, then we, Nikki, and we started laughing and just clicked it off because we couldn't read them all.
Next week, okay, if y'all want this read next week, send a whole lot of hundreds over here. Make the board read. Because they need to hear this. This let you know we doing something. They ain't went try to get another act passed and somebody got an act passed in 1924. I'm starting to see some, Gator, one of the main ones with them hundreds going up.
Come on,
Reflection got a lot of hundreds.
Next week.
You know, we need to read it so people out there really get to hear this thing.
Yeah, the gist of it, because it's crazy. Like I said, we read the first two paragraphs of that thing, and we was cracking up, so we didn't read anymore because it was after the second paragraph. I was like, what did they talk about? Why is they thinking that somebody pretending to be something? Like, I can remember last year they didn't even want to be called an Indian.
That's what I'm telling you.
So
now
why
all of a sudden,
Sunspirit
got so many hundreds up there. Sunspirit got so many hundreds up there, like she paying off the lottery.
Nikki, drop me some, please. I'm on my phone, so I can't drop none. Can you drop me a couple of them, please?
She said, drop her some hundreds too. Because if they think we're going to go away, they won't. We ain't going away with the truth. No. We just getting started. Just getting started. And Jeremiah said he got his hundreds in there, Noreen. He put 500 in. Come on, boy. Come on, y'all, let's put some thousands in there. You know, see, that's 500 Jeremiah put in. Okay, come on, now we talking. Tell them we putting our money where our mouth is. See them hundreds? That's the hundreds that we trying to get back out of them. We don't need them. We just need the government to put our money back in the Treasury Department and stop giving it to them people. They can plant a garden. America gave you a lot of hundreds over here. She put up your money for you.
Thank you, American. Appreciate you being here.
She said, I got you, Miss Pam.
Now, thank you, American. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But
See,
yeah,
they're not used to fighting like we fight.
no, they're used to somebody giving them. So it's easy for them to sit back and just ask
And get protected by the government.
and be protected.
Yeah.
That's another question I have. We're gonna probably have to talk about that offline, but that protection thing, what protection are they falling under?
None really. And with Donald Trump being the president, ain't nobody protected. Black, white, Indian, it don't matter. But who they can't mess with is the people with the land patents. Foundation of America. We got a piece of it. That's why people mad, because we got a piece of this place. In writing, if you're living on it or not, you can connect back to what once was yours and say, y'all own it, but this is what I was supposed to be. But y'all stole it.
I tell them all the time, Chief. When somebody say something to me, I say, oh, I walk on my tribal land every day. I don't care what part of my foot hit Virginia's land. I'm walking on my tribal land.
Oh, Jeremiah just come back in the ring. He's like, oh, that's all I put up was 500. He done came back and put up about 2,000, close to it. See, they don't understand. We worked as Indian. They were giving us wooden nickel. That's going to be a show I do at the opening of the thing. Waterway to Railway. They brag on how they paid us with wooden nickels around here. That was next to not paying a slave. Still didn't break my people. One part worked here, and the other part went on and started doing work other places, still had money coming back. They don't understand. We don't need them bells. We are not trying to be your competition jumping around with no bells. We are not trying to make no craft and sell on the corner. We are not weaving no baskets because I can go to Walmart and get storage containers. I am not trying to live in the 1800s and the 16 and 1400s to prove I'm an Indian. I like technology too much for that. Y'all go send up smoke signals. So you ain't got to worry. We don't want what y'all have. So you don't have to go get an act pass because you can keep that act that you got. See, we talking for real. Y'all having fun tonight, huh?
Remember, Chief, our grandparents used to have those wooden chests.
Yeah. I also had them Bibles with them land patents hid in them big, thick Bibles.
Yep, yep.
You burn down everything. That daggone Bible was going to hold that paper when they put it in there. So we still got our original papers, some of us, y'all. Y'all done cut up, made a mess up record department in Washington. Y'all got them hiding stuff. I got my stuff already, and most people already got theirs. Oh, I like that Ring My Bell. I got that song. Y'all know Chief like music now. But I see y'all laughing tonight. I'm glad y'all having fun. Let them know we not crying, they not scaring us, and we ain't putting on no show. This is for real. Please take us to Washington. We're trying to get the petition to get there. Maybe they petition might get us there. They petition might get us there. We might have to go testify before the Senate.
But it's gonna be hard for them to explain that one, though, Chief.
I don't think they want me to go before the Senate nor Congress. Why they let them come here so they can keep up with each other in the direction they gotta go? Because most of them didn't want to go to school. They said they went to boarding school. My mama went to Indian school and it was right down the street, about 2.5 miles from where she lived. I don't know who these Indians that went to boarding school, because they ain't sent no Indians from down here by us to no boarding school in no Canada or nowhere else. They sent them back to Canada because they came from Alaska.
Right? Tell it. My grandma and them say they had to walk almost 3 miles to school.
Yeah, that's what my mama and my grandparents walked. You see, what they say? Yeah, I saw that on TV, Jeremiah. Why that man say went there to this a nice Indian casino, and they told that entertainer, "Nick, we Native American." He had to go back out there the next time and apologize, and he couldn't use the word Indian. That's right. Oh, but now they Indians and indigenous. What they gonna do? Stop us from telling the truth?
They trying. I give them a F for effort.
They ain't met nobody like me. I wasn't raised on no reservation. I done fought Democrats, Republican, black, white, preachers. I don't know no limits. I ain't talking about the record. Okay, I'm talking about, I don't know the limits to stop. Ow! Mr. Waldo was wrong for sending me this before I went on air the other day. Because I was going to just do a review. Trying is more than lying. When you start lying, you start fooling yourself.
See, this was a really good room because it was just pure. Nothing about this was scripted. This was just pure.
Chief never script, but Chief we had to do this review because even the comment collected by AI that they sent to me, it was even loving what we doing.
Right.
Why? Because we telling it, and it says history. Okay.
That's the real history.
So even AI. Thank you for becoming a member, SV7QV. Thank you. We need all the members we can get. We don't have a casino down here. Oh, we're trying to save the world and get the museum to get the truth out because they trying to take all the stuff out all the museums. We running an independent museum.
DBG said, "Man eat crow with eggplant and sweet potatoes."
Wait a minute. No, I missed that one. Wait. So you've been around for a while too. Oh yeah, I do see these eggplants and sweet potatoes. Come on now, y'all. Y'all been around for a while. Y'all going back on some old shows.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I have laughed.
Remember this though. Remember this. On those shows, he told us it was all about the money, didn't he?
Yes, ma'am, he did. He said it was about the money. He said, you want something, you need to get down with the money on how to get the money. It was all about the greenbacks for him. It wasn't about telling the truth. It wasn't about giving up the real history. It wasn't about correcting anything. It was about the money.
Look at this. They say the Smithsonian is going to close in September. Wait a minute. That's next month for real. You right. We got to check that one out. They don't want the truth out. They writing and asking them, please, master, please protect my fat meat and grits. That's their prayer. Please protect our fat meat and grits. Please, master. And master trying to figure it out. And then they up there, and look, they having fun. And we trying to figure where we're going to get our fat meat and grits delivered in a can, from the government. And they after our fat meat and grits.
Gee, Why did you say that? That just took my mind to a show I was watching called Doc Wins, and they went into the lady's kitchen, and in the kitchen they had the white box of cereal, the white can of peanut butter, um, they had the white thing of oats.
Yeah, they had a pig too, that black pig on the can. And they got a black chicken on, it's all white cans with black chicken, black pork, black cow, black beef. I said, why they put the black on top of the white? They always messing with them two colors, okay?
Oh, Chief, they had that in the scene. The government stuff in the scene. They had it in the scene. And I seen it when I was
Wait a minute.
like, oh my goodness.
First place say grits with red beans. Yeah. We don't want it, okay, y'all? You got that. You can keep your casino and the mafia that go with the casino funds. I don't want that junk. I want you to tell me about my land patents.
Chief, don't forget the fry bread. They can keep that too. They can keep the fry bread too.
How you make it now? Fry bread good. We had a kind of fry bread we had to eat down here. You know, we got that French piece in us, and it's called gourmet. Plus the Indians made a fry bread. I don't know what that is. They make it. They don't know how to season no pie.
But that's this fry bread because they put that in water.
They had a doctor went to a powwow that they gave here in Lacombe, and I'm gonna make you laugh on this one. And so then I had cooked some chicken and okra. I can cook, and that man tasted Amy's chicken and okra she brought for lunch, and he said, "Oh, I went to Lacombe. They had a powwow by the museum, and I ate clear water, and he didn't have no taste. I ain't going there no more. They can't cook." Real Indians can cook. You're supposed to make water taste good if you're a good Indian from down here. I cook that water, you'll be asking for seconds. Can I have a second glass of that? Or a second bowl? So if you can't see the water, something wrong. Okay.
They fix one. They fix they call it
yeah, that's what I was talking about. 1969, no seasoning, nothing. The man said he had water soup. No, whatever, gumbo, whatever it was. I ain't gonna call the doctor name, but he know if he hear my show, he sure told us that. He had clear water gumbo. He said there was stuff floating in it. And then he ate that chicken and okra. I might cook some chicken and okra when y'all come down in the winter. Yeah. Y'all think I can't cook. I'm just not finna be trying to cook and sit here and do this show with y'all. See, because when I'm cooking, I want to be praying and stirring the pot. I want good food going in my stomach. So, you know, Noreen on this shit tell you I can cook. I can cook. I eat my saw on there early. I can cook. For real. That's where I learned all my history, a lot of it. What I didn't get from sitting around the fire outside with my grandpa and them smoking cigarette, because cigarette wasn't a sin then. It's a sin now because the legislators say it's a sin. Because they wanted to get their money from the tobacco company. But anyway, I ain't going there. But back then it wasn't a sin, and it wasn't illegal to smoke when you were younger. You could even go buy cigarettes. But anyway, back then that's where I learned. And in the kitchen, I learned a lot. You know, because everybody in the kitchen talking. All your old people. Oh, Noreen said she gonna make the potato salad. She make a mean potato salad, y'all. She pretty good too. On the way down here, you don't cook. You ain't for real.
Y'all making me hungry.
Yeah, they had cigarette candies. Amy used to ask for cigarette candies. 79. She thought her PC used to think that was real cigarettes. Give me some cigarette candy. Yeah, you learn while snapping peas, cleaning greens, not in the bathtub. That's when you know they ain't us. Cleaning them greens in the bathtub go with that sweet potato and Eggplant in that gumbo. Put all that together. That spells foreigners. That spell immigrants. Okay? Oh, yeah, 10 okra plant can work you. Every 5 days, you got to go out there and cut them okra. Every 3 to 5 days. If not, the okra get hard. It'll work you. One time, person looked like he had 1,000 okra plants. Man, I told him, don't ever do that junk again. Don't you plant them many okras no more, and I got to get out there. Me and him be out there, boy, working on it. Yeah, look at them. You see that, Noreen? Fake tattoos. That's them. All that come through them. Yep, them fake tattoos. See, they don't like that we know who we are. We can laugh, have fun. We're not stressed. That's another thing. They got to have health care because they got high blood pressure, diabetes. That's from eating that junk with that white can and that black picture on it. I mean, it just say pork. And you see the pig. Y'all, wait a minute. Do y'all see why they scared? They say, I heard one of them, they said they coming for our stuff. We don't want that junk you got. You sick with it. Heck, if I see you sick, you stole sickness. You stole my spot, and then now they're giving you what they would have gave to me. I'm not there. You got there. You stole it. Enjoy it. I don't have the high blood pressure, diabetes, ulcers. I'm not obese.
We don't want that. We don't have to put a tarp over top of our roof when it rains. We can go out there and fix the roof.
Thank you. No, they got to call the government. Yep. Oh, somebody had to way back. They went to the chew in the back of bubble gum. Yep. That's just as fake as the stuff that they got now. Don't worry, we don't want that. That's for kids. Get them cheering fake stuff to play with. I want the real thing. Uh-huh. Are y'all enjoying the night? I see y'all just laughing and laughing. Y'all having fun, huh? This is a good review. But I didn't miss what we was reviewing. Let me see. Who is this? Oh, that's Jeremiah. Let me get Jeremiah a little thing. Jeremiah said he didn't used to live back here, y'all. We don't dress like them, Jeremiah. We ain't got time. They really getting sick right now. Scared we want what they have. They can keep that junk. It's all fake. They can keep the bells and everything. What all of them better worry about who getting elected in these offices, the immigrants who want what they got, not us. That was Claude Anderson say he wanted what the reservation Indians had. That wasn't Chief Warhorse. Because I know what the Indian reservation have, I don't want it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, their reservations look like somebody need to go on through there with a bulldozer, knock everything down and rebuild it, cause it's bad.
They say we got coals on the ground from the fire. No, we just being for real over here. You can't scare me like that. Anybody can write a petition. My grandbaby can get a petition together for me to go cook some chicken and okra and some biscuits. That don't mean he gonna get it. Okay? Might come out better, just come and ask me, Mama, go fix me some chicken and okra. And I might jump to the kitchen quick, but if you're trying to force me to the kitchen, I'm not going. I ain't doing that for my husband. He ain't gonna force me nowhere. Then I become a follower and not a leader. Okay? So, tell me about tonight. I was glad to have you, Miss Hall. I had promised you that I was going to make sure they knew you did talk to me. And I see a lot of people I can pick from between now and the next show. I saw a lot of hearts going up. And a lot of 100 and some fire. And
yeah, see, that's enjoyed this tonight. Yeah, they would tell you, Whitaker would get me quick when I hear your voice because it takes me back to my childhood.
Thank you.
So,
You know, we don't need leaders trying to scare people right now. It's stressful enough in America. And I'm here to help you not be stressed, not be conned. Okay. You can't pay for this stuff, what I'm talking about. No. But I do like if y'all hit that like button over there. And that's a form of pay. Send some hearts and 100s. Form of pay. And one day I'm gonna figure out some way I can raise some funds because I'm not rich, but I haven't figured it out yet. I'm not a good fundraiser.
well, Chief, you got a lot of people around you. I'm pretty sure if we all put our heads together, we can come up with something.
I'll figure something. I never concentrated with my brain on that side. That part of my brain I didn't use over the years
That's
because
when we was always in Warhorse mood.
I be fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then
you're in your Warhorse mode. So I gotta say, if you stay in Warhorse mode, I'm pretty sure you got a lot of creative people among you that will come up with some ideas and shoot them to you.
we're gonna keep this museum going. You know how hard it was to get this museum going, where we could see people. Look at that on this. Look at that. We got people that look like us, color
Right.
of us.
Yep.
But I be on the fight so much. So God is gonna send a collective group of people. You are correct, because you don't want to take my mind off of fighting and studying and researching and chasing these people down with just words to put my mind on how I'm gonna get $2. Because then
Yep.
I shop with Jesus bucks. I tell them that all the time. You can't beat Jesus bucks. See, they were trying to get the black folks not to believe in America, don't believe in God. I'm telling y'all, that's how I made it where I'm at. Nobody can't call me out and say, you remember when I gave you them $5,000 to campaign for me? Nope, not Chief Warhorse. Nope. I was talking to a guy today, I hadn't saw him in years, which is Terry's uncle. And I told him, I said, you've been on me all my life. You ever saw me do drugs or drink alcohol? He said, never, never. But I like to shoot pool, though. I used to go out. I like to dance and shoot pool. See, I'm a real person. I don't get to do none of that no more. Last time, right before COVID, is the last time I think we went dancing, wasn't it, Noreen? Me and you and Percy and them. He had a stroke after that. At the end of the year, they locked us down for the other years, and we ain't dance no more. Y'all understand? So I need something to dance for. You
Well,
understand?
Chief, with the museum celebration in October, maybe we should be doing some dancing out there.
The Bible even tell you to dance and make a joyful noise. Huh?
It surely does. It
So,
surely does.
I'm not one of them people who say, oh, I don't dance. I love to dance. I love to shoot pool. One day the Lord gonna bless me with a room just for to put a pool table in. Nothing in it but the pool table and the pool sticks. Maybe a stool or two. Yeah. I wanna, something I don't get to do is have fun. Yeah, dancing good medicine. I can't sing though. I have a lot of cousins, they can sing. But I love to dance. And I love to fight a good fight. I don't have to curse nobody because my leader used to tell me, Reverend Alexander, he used to say, you curse people just by telling the truth. Yep. Yeah, dance and make a joyful noise. But they didn't tell us to put no bells on in the Bible and jump around.
No, it mentioned symbols.
Huh?
It mentions symbols. They ain't mention bells. It mentions symbols.
Yeah, no, they ain't got no symbols. They got bells. Ding-a-ling-a-ding-a-ding. And then they don't have rhythm to go with it. You know they ain't from us and they ain't got no rhythm.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you, if you hit that symbol right, it'll speak to your spirit.
me tell you something. I'll make you laugh. I ain't gonna call the name. But one of my little tribal babies. Noreen start laughing. You can tell where a person from by the food that they cook, what season they put in their food, and what dance they dance. I have a tribal baby. He's half Indian, half Jamaican. He's half Shatta, half Jamaican. And if his daddy hear this, he gonna crack up laughing. That Scott Booker don't dance like us. He dance straight Jamaican. Every time I see him, and I say dance for me, he dance. I can put what's his name, Bob Marley on, and man, he can dance. You hear me? I love my baby, but I know where his part of his history come from because he tell me in his dance. You see what I'm saying? Noreen laughing because she know my baby is. He listens to my show too. He gonna say Chief talking about me. Noreen, he gonna tell her that Chief talking about me, and he's still my baby. Do y'all hear me? And you know what's funny? He ain't got to worry about getting deported. Because he have what tribe he from on his birth records. I love Bob Marley too. I love music, y'all. I told y'all. Now some music, I just can't get it. Hey, what kind of dance am I do? No rhythm, no nothing. Can't
See,
tell you
every song is the same. Every song is the same. I don't care what powwow you go to. Every song
yeah. And all I'm saying, you is a lie, you is a lie.
with that one drum beat.
You had me hitting it. That's what they doing. That one right there. Then they put 6 of them on the drum and they still can't get rhythm. 6 people on one drum and we ain't getting no rhythm.
Oh, they need a full set. They don't have it if they ain't got a full set.
Well, I got soul. Okay, and you know, we gotta realize when we say we got soul, that's a serious thing we was blessed with. See? So I'm glad y'all laughed. We at the 2-hour moment with 1 minute over. I'm gonna tell y'all I love you. Y'all done told me what y'all want. We're gonna go deeper, y'all say. So let's close out on go deeper on the foundation. We're going into it. Now we're gonna dig into the roots. So yeah, put dig into the roots on there.
Dig into the roots.
Yeah, we're gonna dig into the roots. We going on here. If you got the land patent, it gives you what's on top of the ground, and then you got to go and see what you got into your mineral rights. Let's dig. Let's see. Let's go deeper. Yeah, dig into the roots. That's it. That's where we're going. And if y'all haven't, please sign the petition so we can find out what happened to reclassified people, because I know Naomi Drake lost her case with the court. But nobody did anything about her losing the case. While we're getting ready to dig into the root, I think I got a couple of documents that have accumulated in the last several months. I think we'll start picking one off at a time so y'all can see what else I'm doing. I be doing a lot of stuff. Okay? Somebody boom booming and bam bamming. I be shaka-laka, boom, boom, all that junk out the wall. We gonna have a song on this page. Keep going. Yeah, we gonna be the latest. They make stuff up and gone with it. They say it's what is it? Traditional.
That's the word they use.
Yeah, it's traditional. Traditional lie. You know, it's bad when your people tell a lie, steal people's identity, and don't teach their children how they did it so they can keep it. Did y'all get what I just said?
Repeat it again, Chief, because I don't think they heard you in the back.
I say it's a shame when your people stole something, didn't teach it to their children so that they can keep it. And they got their nerve to call us fake. Now, I know my mama knew. Let me tell y'all, while y'all doing all this dig deep, I'm going to be still talking unless y'all want me to get off. That's right, traditional from the Smithsonian. There you go. I like that one. Okay, so this is what we got to realize. These people who have our identity, let me use one of the white people, who have the audacity to tell us we not who we are. That's nerves. And then, not only that, they don't look like our people look. They don't cook like. There's no way you forget how to body, forget how to form. Okay, come on now, you got to help me with Tommy's babies. Who was Tommy's babies? It's all okay now. Sunflower, you done lost me on Tommy's baby.
Tommy babies are the ones that you're talking about right now, the ones that came from.
Oh, okay. Talking about Tom that told us he created all them people.
Yeah, that's
I was wondering, was that the Tommy? Okay, that is Tommy's kids. He can come get them too.
Yeah,
He done got too old to remember the lie that he taught him. He taught all of them. That was him taught them that. You remember this? Y'all remember the book? He said he had the script. He tried to give it to me, but he never handed it to me.
I remember him talking about he did teach them that stuff, and how they was coming down to your tribal land and recording stuff.
Yeah.
I remember that
And I
episode.
was just talking about he was in the 80s and stuff, and the 70s, and he said, oh no, way before then when me and Phoenix did the research, that sucker was working for Disney. We got to get that show, me and Phoenix, and bring it to y'all, show y'all him with his picture when he was young with Walt Disney. You understand? It was
Yes.
a whole scam. And he had Disney behind him.
Well, that means he must have had a hand with that Pocahontas movie, because none of that stuff was correct.
None of it. That's when you're out there catching the cow by the butt. You don't understand. Don't rope the cow's butt. You rope the cow's neck. Okay? Catching a cow by the tail. That's what the old people used to say. So, here I am. We are, game over. Over. Who's that? Love 919? Yeah, game over. Everybody know the truth now. And you know what's bad? Once the can of soup is open, you can't close it back. So the truth is out. And now you see how they used to do their little underhand games in the past. When they butt in trouble, they run the master. Master, can you make them shut up and stop and don't show no more pictures and stop talking about land patents, because we don't have no land patents. They crying. Crybabies. Called us bullies. Crybabies. Can't take the truth. Oh, that is what he said, huh? They can't handle the truth. He said that too. He covered a lot of stuff in that time on that show, part 1, part 2. But what they don't like is you have, and I want to say this because people need to understand this. The people, from my understanding, that say they foundational black, they're talking lineage. There's no organization, no head person. They just talking openly to people who know that they are not an immigrant, or they people did not immigrate into America. But there are different type of foundational levels, because United States walked it way across. That's right. Stay your butt out the kitchen if you can't take the heat. So those are some of the things we're going to be going into with these next shows. But I did not want to move totally forward till we get us a little review on this foundational. And if y'all understand what I meant and what Phoenix was showing last week about the different phases from France to Spain and Britain and America, There are land patents under all of those different, and grants under those different countries, like the Spanish land grants, which my people had that too. So that's that top of that foundation. Now we just said we're going to go deeper. We go and dig now. And if they say they don't have it, and Phoenix say, some of them say they got 50 years missing. I don't know how you get 50 missing years in your history. Unless somebody was drunk, dementia, locked up. I don't know how you lose it. I know if somebody go to jail, they can lose some years. Okay? So I enjoy y'all every time, and I am glad we are on every Tuesday at 8:30. I'm gonna make y'all laugh. It's so hot down here, my computers got hot just to get them out the car. Yeah, there's no foundation without soil. So I had to cool the computer down. Say, dog, can't let that happen no more, but not leave it in the car for no time. And it was in the case. So had to let that cool down a little. But I want to tell y'all this. I'm enjoying doing this with you all. I hope you all are learning something. I'm learning a lot being with you all. Plus, y'all keep saying y'all younger than me, so y'all making me stay young. Thank you. Okay? Now, what we got to look at is, I got a lot of stuff going to be coming up this year that I'm going to share with you all. I want to thank y'all from tuning in. I'm sorry I didn't give y'all a notice that I was coming on, but by the time I got everything cooled down, it was too close for a notice. But you know what I love about y'all? Y'all remembered I was going to be here at 8:30 Central Time. And I'm going to try to do that every Tuesday. Be here with you, okay? So that we can talk. We're not going to stop. We're going to show them, no, we're not stopping. We're stepping up. And I thank all of y'all that left the comments on how you like the studio. I do have the new show starting, and that show is Let's Talk St. Tammany, and you all are welcome over there. I'm going to be putting in a whole lot of local stuff, but as I've said in the past, you know, this recipe can be used somewhere else. Working in unity, not by color, not by party. Start pushing in your area for unity. Because if we don't pull our communities together, we are going to lose it to another country or some immigrants. Because we are not doing nothing with it. So we got to do something with it. We got to love it. This is ours. That's how about that song they lied on, this land is your land, this land is my land, and all that junk. No, this land was our land. Okay? Don't never give up on what's yours. God have blessed us to live, to fight. And we're fighting a peaceful fight. But they still getting black eyes and swollen jaws and knockout teeth from the truth. But I will be doing the show from today. I understood I was going to just do it my way, but I think I'm fixing to be in a studio recording stuff on what's going on in St. Tammany. I will be bringing in the elected officials that's running, because I'm not Democrat nor Republican. I am a no party, and we are the second largest party in the parish. Y'all hear me? So you got 20-some thousand people more than Democrats that's no party. And we want to hear what the people we have to vote for have to say. So I will not be in this studio. I will be in studio doing those shows, and would love for y'all to come over and check out the recipe. Okay? Then that recipe can be redone across America. Getting people, I hear people say, oh, they're not going to do nothing when they get elected. Well, do we do anything when we elect them to make sure that they do something? We can't just vote and go home and expect somebody to do something for us. We have to participate. And I miss Phoenix tonight. I miss Ishmael. And again, happy 36th anniversary to Ishmael and his wife. And next week, we're going to be coming in Because to bring it in the house, we got to go dig this up. We going in the ground. We going dig. I see Gator drop the link to Let's Talk St. Tammany. And I'm going to get over there and talk with these elected officials and people running to see what they're going to do to help our communities. Jeremiah, I'm glad you like the studio. I can't wait till you come home. But I want y'all to know this. We are accomplishing something. We are pushing them to the point of crying to their master and their creators. But they better step it up. I want to say goodnight, but before I say goodnight, I've had Pamela on here with me tonight. I'm going to let her jump over and say what she have to say to you all. I know y'all have an after party. Y'all don't miss that. I'm starting to learn that. So put Ishmael's name in there, Noreen. Happy 36th anniversary. Okay. All right, Ms. Hall, while Noreen actually writing in there for Ishmael or leave him a message, because y'all know he come and get some leftovers. Y'all know that. And Phoenix comes to have leftovers too.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Hall, I'm giving you a chance to say the final words, and then I will be saying good night.
Well, Chief, I just first want to say thank you. I was honored. Words cannot explain tonight. That's all I'm gonna say. Words cannot explain tonight, but you are one of the most phenomenal, amazing woman I have ever ran across, other than the women that are in my family.
Thank
And I
you.
want to continue to be the leader that you are, because you still have more warriors in different parts of this country that is with you, that's ready to fight with you and to get things done. And I appreciate you so much. You just do not know how much I appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all a whole lot, because let me tell you why. And Ninth Child, thank you very much. And I don't mind sharing. The Bible God say he give us knowledge freely, and freely we should give it. Okay? That was one of my problems for raising money. I couldn't figure that part out. He said, freely I give it to you, freely you give. And so I couldn't figure out where the money fit in there. Okay, y'all? So I just kept doing it freely. Right? But then I done picked up me some expenses, and I'm going to grow up a little bit and get a team together. I still don't want to fool with money. Okay, y'all? So I am going to get a team together. I had a lady drove from the class the other day. She said, what can we do to help Chief? I said, well, Chief be running. See, I know what that means. Yoko, Chief. Thank you. Somebody getting it in there. I want y'all to know this is a mission that we are working on. The mission of bringing out the truth. Okay? And when you're doing something like this, it is an honor to have all of y'all out there monitoring, watching, listening, and bringing this stuff back to one point where it can benefit everybody. So I thank everybody out there, okay? And I'm going to say good night. And Ms. Halden told you all her part. And I'm going to step up this show, because at some point I'm going to have an intro again and a outro coming. I just haven't figured out how I want it yet, but we're going to step these shows up. I'm trying to give us a place that we feel comfortable and proud to come into. All of us, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And y'all don't need to be seeing my face all the time, but I want y'all to see what's on in the studio. Because this is what our enemy don't understand. These are people, these are things, objects, that people who once was real, that didn't live in Oklahoma. Now, Pierre, he went to Oklahoma for a little while. Because he had to go play chief when they didn't got rid of all the other chiefs. That's another story down the road. But y'all have me from now on. And then sometimes we might, remember y'all, we used to have them little nighttime splashes We're going to be able to do a few more of them after a while, okay? Where we can do some weekend specials. We have some cookouts, okay? Please sign the petition. Gator done put the petition up there. Please sign the petition. If you know people, share the petition on your site or whatever chat rooms you're in and ask people to please go check out the petition. And even those who just say, I'm foundational Black, you need to sign the petition because you was reclassified away from your foundation, okay? So the petition should be signed by anybody. I heard somebody say the other day it's 55 million people that been misclassified in America, called Blacks and African Americans and coloreds. 55 million plus. Somebody put that in the chat. So if it's 55 million of us out here, what do America do with us? Yeah, boots on the ground in real time. In civil rights, when we used to say boots on the ground, that means you literally gonna get out there and march and protest. We don't have to do that now. We marching and protesting right now. Look at them 55 million. Where are they? They need to be signing the petition to see who reclassified them and how were they reclassified. You have a legit argument. Those people we battling against that we ain't trying to battle, I was battling them before they went hired some Black folks to come pretend that they were gonna take my tribe over and take this over. Sucker better go back where they come from. They could lie and scam people and wash people's feet in cornmeal. I see one of their leaders can change his name and off the scamming the schools now. So they say thank you, Gator, from stepping in to co-host tonight. I don't like talking by myself, y'all. You talk to yourself, you're crazy, the people say. So I got to bring somebody on here to talk to because I'm not crazy, all right? I am crazy, but I'm not. I'm John the Baptist crazy. Is what I tell people. I've been John the Baptist crazy.
And
You know,
he's
John-
welcome. He's definitely welcome. I really enjoyed myself. I really did.
Well, when Phoenix get up and come with her Tupperware, and when Ishmael get back from his night out with his Tupperware, we'll be then left him a good meal, and then we
Yes.
still warm form, okay?
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
night, everybody. I love y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all see me while I'm getting ready to leave you. This really is me. Hello.
Good night, Chief. Good
Throw y'all
night.
some love. Throw you some love.
Back at you, baby. Back
See
at
y'all
you.
next week, same time, same place. And that's 8:30 Central Time. Good night.